How's it going, ladies and bruises? I'm Sixkilla and welcome back to Birth Me Code. Now, finally the game is out and you can buy it right now. There'll be a link in the description. We can go pick it up. It's on Steam. Not an affiliate link, just, you know, for convenience's sake. Because if you're into it, you should definitely go and buy it. Show your support and all of that and jump in and have a bit of fun. But we can start releasing videos again, so let's get into it. An hour and 20 minutes had passed since the beginning of the game. Only 40 minutes until everyone dies, if no vote is put in. And Cora climbed up the stairs. She felt a presence behind her. Upon looking back, she saw Nvidia following her. Hey, do you know who you're voting for yet? No, not yet. What does he want exactly? I thought, I'm good to vote for whoever you will. Thinking about it logically, if we all vote for a different person, we'll get in a deadlock, so... That makes sense, but is this just a poorly thought lure into a false sense of security? Oh, okay, but I'm still not sure yet. I think we need to talk it over. If you think that's a better way, know that if we talk about it, things might turn bloody. And here, there's no way to restrain anyone, and whoever we're going to vote for won't let it happen so easily. That makes sense, but we're still missing details. How will the vote be determined? What's inside the cylinder exactly? We'll know the answers to those questions very soon. True. Their dialogue stopped when they reached the top of the stairs and joined the others in front of the cylinder. It was a gigantic structure rising from the floor all the way to the ceiling. This doesn't look like it belongs in a school, no matter how you look at it. No shit, Sherlock. Of course it doesn't belong here. What are you, an idiot? All 8 participants stood in a circle around the black cylinder, waiting for something to happen. When it was clear nothing would automatically trigger, they got impatient and searched the surface. What's the big deal? We didn't have a lot of time. I think close to an hour and a half already went by as of now. That's a fourth of our time. Open already, you dumb shit. Will you cease your incessant auditory pollution pertaining to every single element belonging to any situation whatsoever? This three-dimensional... What? I've never seen that word before. Curvilinear object has consoles with card slots around its perimeter and one is labelled cow. I don't think you'll fit there. Even if your body is also labelled cow. I presume you're having a plethora of exciting times at my expense. Both of you shut up already. You're giving me a headache. If you're not willing to figure out how this works without jumping at each other's throats, you might as well die first. Despite their faces not being visible at the moment, it was clear Gula and Suburbia were glaring at each other until both miraculously saw reason and dropped it. Anyway, as I found out with Ava, the consoles surrounding this thing might help us if we insert our cards. I'm assuming we each have a specific spot. Didn't Me say she would give us further instructions anyway? Yeah, she said she was going to come back when we were going to vote, didn't she? It's technically not time to vote just yet. The cards need to be in first. Okay, let's insert our Me cards, and we'll see then. All of them agreed, and mechanically, their hands all pushed the Me cards into the corresponding slot on each console. After a brief moment, nothing happened. I knew this was stupid. Did we do something wrong? No, I don't think so. Me said we needed 9 Me cards to open this at first, right? Yeah, we were supposed to be 9 here. Fine then. I guess you'll all need my help. Superbia reached into her shirt and pulled out another Me card from seemingly nowhere. All the others stared at her accusingly, despite the masks covering all their faces. None of them said anything, prompting her to indignantly huff back at them. Oh, what now? You gonna tell me I'm a bad girl for concealing a Me card? Bitch, please. As if you wouldn't have done the same to secure yourself your next votes. She went to the leftover console, which was labelled Panda, to insert the Me card into it. Once that was done, she waited a little before walking back to the console labelled Rabbit. All of a sudden, right where she took her spot, Me reappeared to all of them. Coffee. Sorry, I got a thing in my throat today. Oh, how splendid. You've made it to your first vote. Well, the implications of what will happen shortly are terrifying. I still take delight in knowing you're safe and ready. You can't see it just yet, but the cylinder in the middle will be gone. You might currently be feeling it recede into the ground. In front of you, once your vision will have come back, will be a shotgun. Not just any shotgun, this is a specially made shotgun, which can attach to the frontal hexagon of your masks. You have 10 minutes to attach your helmet to it upon the insertion of a me card, and put in your vote, or you will surrender your right to live. It is a non-negotiable 100% certain chance of death. The 6-hour timer will be paused for those 10 minutes. That means you can indeed survive 10 minutes longer than the timer allows if you do it right on the hour. You will no longer need to unlock the cylinder, so you may put your next card directly into the contraption in the middle if you wish to give away your right to vote and kill at your indiscriminate leisure. Remember, you still need 2 voting sessions to unlock the way in. The 10-minute timer will start now. This is probably one of the final times I will be speaking to you like this. If anything important happens, I'll still intercede, but otherwise we will be saying bye-bye. I'll have one final announcement ready after your vote is ended. Unfortunately, one of you won't be there to see it, which is really sad. I'll see you later. Very menacing. Everyone's vision faded back to reality once again, but this time, as me promised, a shotgun was waiting for them right in front of their helmets. Everyone looked at them with great apprehension, as you do. If you think I'm going to do just whatever you say, me, you're a goddamn idiot. Who would put their face on the barrel of a shotgun? We have 10 minutes. There's no time to think. Quick, put your face on the shotgun or you're gonna die. As squeamish as I am to locate my visage in front of an instrument of death, there is no objection. Almost simultaneously, all the students and the teachers pushed the front of their helmets against the symbol on the end of the shotguns, slotting them into the indentations and locking themselves in place. Cool. I really like Gula. She's cool. Good. Everyone acted quickly, since it was their first time and they didn't think about waiting a little before locking themselves in place. And now to convince them of the person they have to vote for. We still have to decide over who we're voting for, right? I think we should talk about it quickly then. We don't have a lot of time. I think Cora is the mastermind. Let's vote for her. I guess I'm in. Loath as I am to admit it, I hold no objections. Wait, that's way too hasty. Where's that coming from? I don't think the mastermind is Cora. It sounds a little too quick to me too. Is it because her name doesn't fit with the sins? Do you have another option then? If not, we'll vote for the most suspicious one, and that right now is totally Cora. She's way too good with the puzzle we had to do, and her name is who basically screams Pandora. Something like that, I guess. I'm none too bothered over my vote unless your common opinion aims the proverbial firearm at my own self. That's fair. You guys really should care more because the faster the real mastermind dies, the earlier we're out of here. Besides, none of this really makes her the mastermind, does it? Yeah, but we're only 2 who think that way. What about the others? Ava? Lux? We don't have any other choice. It's gotta be her, right? Who else could it be among all of us? I'm not sure about my vote just yet, but I'll go with what the majority decides. It could be any of us, but first I'd like to hear out what Cora has to say about it. Uh-oh. They're all latching onto the first option that saves them personally. How despicably self-centered. And Cora had to think fast. She hated stressful situations, but she had no choice now. So far it looked like everyone except Nvidia and Tristidia were going to vote for her. She needed to tip the balance to convince at least 2 of the others to vote for someone else. Was there anything she could say in her defense while putting the blame onto someone else? I guess it'll all depend on what I've seen and learned so far. Don't you guys think it's weird how Bea is taking the lead and trying to steer you? Explain your reasoning. You're looking to kill the real Pandora, right? She was all on board about treating the previous death as Pandora, but now she's trying to have me killed. I'm not Pandora anyway. You can say whatever you want. Need I remind you that you're the most suspicious one here? You already said your reasoning, but can you elaborate a bit? I'm not an idiot, so I noticed your name was weird. It sounded like Pandora for one, but it's also not a deadly sin. And also, you haven't been exploring with the others earlier. I saw you hanging around by the bathrooms. It's like you don't need to do it, because you know everything already. Refuting those points quickly is mandatory. There's only so little time though. Uh-oh. The more Ancora wanted to argue and pin it onto someone else, the more she realized that she really didn't have much put together at all. As the minutes passed, everyone spoke out of turn, growing into a cacophony of arguments until finally Ancora just had to say something. Wait, I have something else. Everyone finally saw reason and paused, while Ancora quickly put her thoughts together. They wouldn't wait very long, given that their timer was running out shortly. We can change our names, but we can't change our helmets. The rabbit helmet you wear is very suspicious, Bear. It makes you appear a lot more inoffensive than you really are, but that just means you're the most dangerous one. What's your problem? Do you want to die or something? Because I can send you there quick and easy if you really want. Wait, don't start this, we don't have the time. The vote is almost here. Your helmet would have been more suitable being a donkey, due to how much of an ass you are. This whole time you've just been antagonizing other people. You're a threat to everyone here. What I do or don't do isn't anything you need to worry over, little imbecile. I could buy out your entire family and turn them into my dad's slaves if I wanted. Like that's gonna help you after you're dead. Hey, stop, the both of you. I'm not gonna stop. Fuck you. You have the personality of a porcupine. Every time you talk, spines fly out and everyone gets pricked, so no one wants to get close to you. Porcupines don't shoot spines from their mouth, you idiot. Bears are stupid, and so are you. A jab at my helmet? Why don't you look at yourself in the mirror in the morning and realize how much of a buck-tooth fuckface you are before stepping outside? I don't have buck teeth. That's the helmet that looks like that, you moron. Besides, you wouldn't even know the meaning of a mirror, so stop talking about them. And that pink hair, is that natural? Like cotton candy hair? You're trying to look cute or something? Even with your appearance, it's flabbergasting anyone talks to you at all. It's called style, and I exude it. I take care of my hair so much that Pandora saw fit to give me a helmet worthy of my hairstyle. What do you have, huh? Two stupid little buns, that's what. The altercations between the two of them continued for several moments, during which nobody else could place a single word. By the time everyone noticed how much time had been wasted, the detonations came. Every shotgun fired leading to all of their deaths. Well, that was a mess. I guess pointing the finger blindly isn't going to be helpful. There's no point in worrying over it now, since everyone's dead. Without a lead, I need to get someone's trust. Nvidia seemed like the most promising person to help. Maybe if I could try again. Maybe things wouldn't go this badly. Are we dead? That's it. The box. But the box remains shut. That's the box from the original classroom, is it? Alright, our first ending. Interesting. So now we gotta go back and... yeah, dead end. And make different choices, I guess. Alright, this time we're gonna go help Nvidia. We'll talk to Nvidia. He stopped her with a hand. Before she could even say a word, he spoke to her. Everyone's watched, but almost no one's doing anything. I don't feel like anyone here can be trusted. He leaned against a nearby wall, shrugging while explaining his reasoning. Let's take them one by one. First, let's look at Bia. I don't think she's scheming anything. If I had to guess, she's a really simple girl who thinks she's superior to everyone. Ironic, given her name is the sin of pride. Then there's me. You can choose to trust me or not, but I trust you. Which means he's perfect to use for now. Trist is the horse guy. I don't know, he feels a little sketchy. He's stable and he doesn't come off too strong. He's probably one of the more reliable ones of the group. In here, that means he's the one you gotta look out for the most. Ava is the teacher, so I don't think she's really a problem. She stands out the most, so I doubt she's going to try anything big. It's hard to read her because she doesn't think like the rest of us. She's had a different agenda since she's older. Ira, honestly, he comes off as a real dimwit. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being someone else's pawn. He's not too loud though. At least if he's numb, he's not pushing himself on others. Lux is strange to me. She's really cute and nice. Most likely too nice. But it's hard to really think that way. We're all part of my emptiness, so I really wonder what her crime was. Finally, about Ula. I feel like she should be feeling a lot more shame than she does. She has a very eccentric look too. Is it on purpose? I don't know. I'm having issues reading her too. I see. Thanks for the monologue. But the others are on the move already, so we better hurry. And Kura couldn't even place a word the whole time, giving up on having a discussion while the others were on the move again. The two of them went to catch up with them. Once Superbia had rejoined the group, the helmets shut down. By now, everyone was getting used to this. It meant me was going to talk to them again. Okay, we've done all this, so we'll skip again. And the next thing should be when we get to pick what helmet we're going to hack. And we did Avarisha last time. Let's do Luxuria. Wait, what is this? There's nothing. But our helmets share the same frequency. I made absolutely sure to check. There's not much I can do about it right now. I have no idea why this is happening. Maybe there's an error in the program, or I'm just missing something vital somehow. I should normally immediately boot. All I can do is pick another helmet to hack for now. For now, I'll be hacking Ira then. Is it the same puzzle as before? Or are we doing a different one for each person? Let us find out. There are two Eves. Two Eves. Okay. Uh, 11? Is that right? Oh, that's right. I was told that you can switch any one for any other one. That's nice. Only one word can form Eve as is. Find a phonetic equivalent to Eve. Phonetic equivalent to Eve. Means it's like one of the E's is over here as well. Never leave? Haha! That didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. Got it. Alright, moving on. Curious to see what Ira's doing, I guess. Who's he with? Hopefully we don't get another dead end immediately. Smile and shine. Don't think anyone actually knows about it. Ira and Superbia were together, as expected. It was clear from the tone of the rabbit girl's voice that their current subject was meant to be a secret from the others. Yeah, we already know none of us know each other. Do you think they would be more suspicious if they knew though? Like, is it really that big of a deal? Of course it is. None of these idiots know each other, so we have to act like we don't either. It's all so it stays in the illusion of a fair playing field. Now, I guess it's as you say, as always. So, who are you going to vote for? Not like we're there yet, but while Ira was talking, he was looking around as if he was searching for something. On the other hand, Superbia didn't lift a single finger, content to give a minimum of effort, as usual. I don't know. I don't trust any of them. Maybe I'll vote for you. Ira stopped what he was doing to look at her. She cackled slightly. It's a joke, dumbass. What's important is that they don't vote for me. You know, the only girlfriend who's totally ever cared enough to be around your loser ass. Yeah, you're right on that one too. What's your plan for that? I don't think anybody trusts you either. I'm not Pandora, so all I need to do is point the finger at someone else. That little bitch Cora has it coming, I think. Out of all of them, she's the one most likely to be lying. I don't know. She seems very genuine to me. You sure you don't want my me card? Superbia mimicked, pinching her nose at that suggestion. Your me card? Era. I should deserve to have it, obviously. But Triss gave it to you, so I think I'll make an exception and let you have it. There's no way I'd touch something that's been held by garbage. Era shrugged and slid the me card in his pocket. The two of them kept looking for more in complete silence. They don't have a really healthy relationship, huh? It makes me feel kind of bad for Era. Just kind of, though. After wandering around a while, the duo stopped in front of a bench. Why did we stop? Did you see one? No, but I've been thinking. You wouldn't really vote for me, would you? No, of course not. Never thought of it even once. Good then. Look, we'll get out and leave all of these little idiots in here behind us. Yeah, that would sound good to me. Another silence came around until Superbia broke it, stopping in her tracks near another bench. Say, if we're all in my emptiness, we all committed a crime, huh? I wonder what their crimes were. Maybe, just maybe, if we can learn that, we can blackmail some of those chumps. Figuring that out will most likely be a decent mystery, but it doesn't have anything to do with the traitor I'm trying to weed out from the group. But maybe it can help me, so I'd better stay sharp. Yeah, maybe. You know, I don't get why you stutter so much. It's probably because you make him very, very upset. Are you really afraid of something? You've always been like this, but it's hella bad right now. Don't like the idea of fooling those bastards. No, it's like, I don't feel like anything has changed. Okay, well, good then. Oh, right there. There's a me card. Under one of those benches was a small key card, much like the ones that came from their respective rooms. Superbia pocketed it. Think we should go back to the others? There's nothing here but rubble. Well, of course we should. Come on, Era. That's a rhetorical question. What I say is law, remember? Yeah, what you say is law, Bea. Glad to know we understand each other. Hey, look over there. What the heck is he doing? She pointed at Nvidia as he came out from within the guild's bathroom on the other side of the crossroads. Era shrugged at that. I guess he's just being thorough. My guess is that he's got no me cards yet. I like to say it sucks for him, but we do have to find them, so what a fucking pain. If he doesn't find one, we'll have to look around even more. We should join up with the others anyway. Yeah, it's his problem as far as I'm concerned. I don't give a fuck about any of those chumps here. Maybe they'll think I'm an ass for it, but what's it gonna matter if they all end up dying anyway? I'd kill all of them if it meant I could get out. She closed her hands in fists, though despite her stance it was clear to imagine that she felt more powerless than anything else. Look, just calm down, okay? At least let's go through the votes so that it's fair. If violence comes to it, though. He punched in his other hand while they walked off. Fair? Life isn't fair, and you know that better than anybody else. But fine, I'll at least agree to go with the votes, as long as I have the advantage. But by the way, do you not remember what happened before we were brought here? I'm having issues thinking about what I was doing this morning. I guess there's a side effect to this generalized sedation after all. I can remember some things, but not normal things you'd expect me to remember. I remember what I think my crime was, but I can't remember what I ate for breakfast. Well, you're in the minority then, because I can clearly remember everything I want to recall. So what did you have for breakfast? I don't want to remember, so I'm not saying. Sounds awfully convenient to me. Maybe you can't remember either. Just admit it. Superbia changed the subject, following his sting. I didn't get you for your brain, but your brawn, so shut up and do as I say. Era's kind of like your bodyguard then. That's interesting. As long as he's there, Era will always act in Superbia's favor, it seems. However, she doesn't seem to be giving much of a care about him. Maybe she could be tricked into taking him out somehow. If Era's the one who dies, then she'd lose her bodyguard and a lot of her threat by the same occasion. Why not get rid of Superbia instead? Because she's a dumbass and she's easily manipulated by anything that works in her favor. Era might always agree with her, but if he's her yes man, then she'll need another pillow when he's gone. All of a sudden, frequency switched, interrupting the feed, which cut and restored to Ankora's helmet. Yep, we did. Well, that's the same death we already had. I need to gain someone's trust, yeah. Introduce self to Superbia. That gives us a boost to Superbia. And if we go Era, do we get a boost to Superbia? We don't. But getting a boost to Era is almost as good as getting a boost to Superbia, right? Because they're, you know, working together anyway. Is that right? Maybe. The fact that this has 2 trusts mean that there must be a way to go into this one to change the choices here to change who I can befriend, right? So what are the choice? What's the choice here? Who you get to approach first. We'll go to Era first then, right? Seeing he's working with Superbia. And then maybe that'll give us another boost. Pretty sure we've done all these options already once before. So if we go in here and hack Era's helmet, then we're at 66% with Era. Maybe we can use that. Let's see how that goes. Alright, I think we might... Yes, we pushed... So by changing all of the options to push Era on our side, maybe now we're going to be able to get Superbia off our back. Maybe? I'm very hopeful that this will push us through. Let's just do this real quick, and then we'll know for sure. I'm just gonna skip ahead to the voting thing again. Then we'll find out. I assume it's gonna go the same way, to start with at least. Alright, here we go. Everyone puts their shotgun on. None too bothered over my vote. Yep, same old thing. You should care more. Ava and Lux. Don't have any choice. They're all latching onto the first option that saves them personally. How despicably self-centered. Alright, this will all depend on what I've learnt so far. Let's see if we can tip the scales with our knowledge of Era. Don't you guys think it's weird how Bia is taking the... Oh yeah, same old argument. Yep. Have we got any new arguments though? Refuting those points quickly is mandatory. There's only so little time though. And Kura took a deep breath. There wasn't much time to say everything she wanted to say, and any wrong step could spell her doom. This is different. Pandora could have taken anyone's name, which includes you too. So why am I the most suspicious? Before you answer that, consider this. How did you come to the conclusion your name is actually Superbia? There was the paper in our room, and we clearly had the answer right. We had the answer right to escape the room. No way. The answer we had to yell wasn't our names. It was the link all of us shared. In other words, my emptiness. She's right. We knew these names because we all remembered them, not because we read them on a paper. I suppose it is misguided on Bia's part, however my suspicions situate themselves on Cora regardless, given the other accusations. Your name is still whack and sounds like Pandora anyway. Remove the P, change the D into a C, and there you go. And Cora... Although, it's not as if she chose it. Much like you, she has amnesia. However, I assume the mastermind is faking it. Be that as it may, well, perhaps... Seems like we're making some kind of headway. Avarisha has given them a little bit too much to think about, but hopefully nobody's going to notice the hint she just gave them all. See? The name means nothing. Why would I pick the name that would make me look most suspicious? Let's say you're right, and the mastermind made sure that the 9th person died to take their name. What's a safer bet not to be found out? The strange name, or one of those conforming to the model? Logically speaking, I think you'd pick the name conforming to the model, to blend in, but that's if your goal is not to be found out. Then again, I don't know what kind of goal would have you want to be found. And what is our goal here? Among us, we have to kill the real face of me. It wouldn't be much of a game if it was so easy to find Pandora in the first vote without any kind of clue other than guesswork. Don't tell me you're all buying this. Reverse psychology might have a good chance in swaying their opinions. Look, you've been a huge bitch to everyone, so I don't see why I should follow you more than Cora. It's true the name Cora doesn't fit with the rest, but... Word. I personally would rather just vote out the issues in the group first, and you're pretty high on the list right now. I'm still not entirely convinced though. There is a logic to what you're ascertaining. We still need more information. Until then, we don't have a choice. Avarisha is remaining silent. I think she's considering what's been said so far. Maybe she's been swayed already? Which means only one more needs to be convinced. Instead of looking at what's most suspicious, we should turn the chessboard over and think like Pandora. For example, what wrongful assumptions could be made about her? She said she's among us, but she could be lying. I don't see why she'd want to put herself in danger. Also, Pandora being a girl's name is dangerous to assume too. The most likely scenario is that Pandora isn't a girl, but instead a boy, and we've been misguided from the start. She does bring a good point with this. Pandora always felt like a girl, due to the name, but it's possible she's a guy pretending to be a girl. That's if we think that they would be much less suspicious that way. Yeah, huh. I mean, that makes sense, but we're really out of time soon. I doubt Vidi or Trist would be Pandora. You're both smart enough. It would seem too likely. The only viable culprit for the least likely possibility is Ira. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? Fuck off, Ava. He's stupid, but he's not Pandora. Stupid, huh? Please don't insult each other. This isn't going anywhere. Maybe Cora's right. I'm just saying it how it is. And I already know, he's a bit of a dunce. Just a little bit more and we'll get it. Ira seems to be getting very angry, and Lux is getting on the train. Time to drop the bomb and secure this outcome. And how do you know all that about him? You two seem really familiar with each other. It's almost like you've gotten a relationship together. Something you don't want us to find out. That's a complete lie. Bia. No, shut up. I won't have any of it. This is stupid. You can either vote with me or die like everyone else, because you'll be dead wrong. Cora is grasping at straws. Is that why you're suddenly way nervous about it? You're a bad liar, Bia. Is that the truth then? Speak up, Bunny. That's not the truth at all. It's just a stupid lie. But Bia, shut up. Say nothing, you imbecile. You're dumb if you think. Bia, you... Okay, so let's assume we do. What then? What does it matter? Is that going to turn us into the mastermind or something? Bia, we should tell them. No, stop talking. The only reason why you're not a barefoot hobo is me. So you're going to listen. At that point, Ira closed his hands into fists and punched against the console, causing Superbia to shut up after releasing a small cry of surprise. No, you shut up. You treat me like shit all the time. It's poor Ira this and poor Ira that, and you think you can act like you do because you're rich? I don't need your pity, I don't need your money. Look, before this starts degenerating, yeah, we're dating. Not only are we dating, but I can assure you that she's the real deal. She's not an imposter. I know her well enough for that. She's like this all the time. But me? I'm an accomplice. What are you saying? Just vote for Cora. No, I'm not voting for Cora. I'm voting for myself. Ira went against Superbia, which clearly was making her increasingly angrier as the seconds passed. I'm an accomplice, so voting for me. All of you, vote for me. It's a better future than living it out with you, like this. Oh, the poor guy. Consider this my personal choice, my decision. That's kind of unexpected, honestly. Couldn't they just, break up? No, you're not. I'm not voting for your dumb-ass self. I'm just what? No, Bear. You're just mad because this is my choice. That's been my crime anyway. My crime is that I'm an accomplice to all the bad shit going on here, and I won't let you kill Cora too. For the first time, Superbia seemed to be at a loss for words. His tone had definitely changed. He wasn't even stuttering anymore. No one else dared interrupt their discussion. How can you say that? I can say it because I'm tired of it. Maybe you'll be less of a sad sack in the future. I'd rather die and teach you that life is shit when you're alone. I'd rather die than vote for someone who doesn't deserve it, Bear. This is what I can do. This is all I can do in defiance. Superbia smashed her fist against the button to vote, her hand trembling for a few moments. To anyone who stared at her, it was clear her ego had taken a decent blow. You did this to yourself, Era, fucking idiot. You won't make me feel bad over it. We'll see about that after I'm dead. And for everyone else, I'll see you in the afterlife. Our lives being toyed with like this? Just what we deserve, isn't it? But I won't stand for it still. Find that arsehole and kill him. That's my wish. Calmly, Era pushed the button. From Ankura's view, it wasn't clear who he voted for, but from his tone, it had been crystal clear. He voted for himself. Silence settled in until everyone realized that they only had a few seconds to spare before the shotguns began to fire. Immediately, everyone voted. Seems like they're voting for Era. Nvidia, Tristidia, and Superbia probably voted for him just now. With their votes, that's 4. This is going to be a majority vote. Well, I don't know if he was the traitor, but he didn't feel like it. Time to vote for what it'll matter. Sorry, Era, but I can't let your wish come true. The screens above the voting console settled onto Era's symbol. It was clear what was to follow. It was his execution. Every shotgun but the victims released their hold, leaving the participant to witness the macabre outcome. It only took a moment for the gunshots to come. It sounded like it had shot Era at point-blank range, but in reality there were no bullet holes in the helmet he wore. Time slowed down. Eventually everything froze. Okay, we're going to wrap this one up here because we are out of time for today, but we actually made it through. I'm going to have to edit this a bit funny, but hopefully it all comes together nicely. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.